All right, you guys, we are doing our Thursday drives with Lori and Kayleen. This is the Lori, what do you call it, Lori Hood style?
This is Lori's Hood.
So today we're highlighting Briargate. We've done a lot of clips on Briargate, but we're excited to show it to you today from our Google car. I call it our Google car. I think people must wonder.
We kind of do have a Google car.
People must wonder what the heck is happening when we pull up and I have like this alien thing.
Well, we have to stand up there and turn it on and connect it. And...
I know. People walk by and I'm like hanging out the sunroof and I'm like, hey, what's up? So people think we're a little nuts.
So we're driving through Lori's Hood, Briargate, and
we're not there yet.
We wanted to show you a Briargate neighborhood. We're going to show you one house. I think what was the price point? Like $600,000.
Yeah, and
somewhere right around there.
Fives.
One in the fives.
To get into Briargate,
high
D20, high fives. There's some in the fours.
Yeah, there's that one little section, Fairfax.
In Fairfax, but you might have to do some updates.
Yes, and they're smaller.
They're smaller. No HOA homes. There's a lot of neighborhoods in the Briargate area without HOA. To be honest.
And then there's definitely like shopping all around you. You don't have to drive far for that. But then we wanted to go up from Briargate. We want to show you John Venezia Park, which is a fantastic park, and show you the drive from what is that? Research
To
Briargate. Down to like Briargate. It's so pretty, and that's like in Lori's Hood, like where you drive around every day.
Hood.
So we're waiting at the light.
Yeah. So what else can I tell you about Briargate? I'm excited to show it to you. It's a very different feel than
Why do you think people love
Peregrine.
Briargate? Like, I know that the schools are a big part, and don't get me wrong, I love District 20 schools. We have a lot of good school districts.
We do.
In Colorado Springs, but I think 20 just gets
people
a lot of...
up on it. They just hear about it and they act like zoning on it, which is a great school, but
I
just
a lot of other think
good
that there's
options.
so much press about it that everybody thinks, oh, but I mean, there's probably 4 or 5 great school districts I can think of off the top of my head.
Right.
But anyways, District 20, it is north and near newer things. If we're talking new builds in Briargate, I think there's a townhome section.
You have to go west towards like the Wolf Ranch, Cordera. It's close. I mean, it's not far. Like
but it's totally different to me.
Different.
Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
Wolf Ranch, Cordera, it's so like new cookie cuttery versus Briargate. I would say it has more character.
Yeah, more mature trees. When I first moved into Briargate, we lived down south, and I knew I wanted to be a little more north. We lived abroad, and I came back, and my dad lived up north as well. And I knew I wanted my kids to be up north, and so.
I mean, you're close. Like we're going by Sam's right now.
Yeah,
there's
you're
Costco.
Close to everything,
there's
which
Target.
I love.
There's malls.
Yeah, so you're close to everything, which I love. But what I fell in love with my house is it was built in 1998. A lot of these homes will be built during that time frame, to be honest.
So it was still
90s.
new enough that you knew like plumbing, electrical.
Well, I had to do a
windows.
lot to my house. I mean, it wasn't like.
But it's aesthetic.
Yeah, I mean, I had to like cabinets. I painted the whole thing. I redid the doors. I mean, this is over like 8 years, right? I redid the railings. But what sold me on my house is the views, and so you can find some homes just like in any neighborhood.
Good views.
But if you find these homes on ridges that have like a lower home behind them, you have some great views of Pikes Peak. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm done. This is what the view I want to wake up to.
Yep, we'll deal with doing
some people care, some people
little
don't
bit
care about that.
remodel.
We have clients who could care less about their backyard and their view, and it's all about the home, which is fine. It just is really dependent upon each client, and a view.
And some people, it's maybe not, quote, views of the mountains, but it's more seclusion.
Yeah.
We've ran into that a couple times. I'm like, well, if you like the trees, you can't really get a mountain view most of the time, but you can get seclusion, and they're like, oh yeah, that's what we want, privacy. We want, that's really 2 different things.
Now these homes coming up, you're going to see to the left here, these are this Woodman. They just expanded Woodman. It's like this weird intersection. As you can see, we're going through. It looks like we're driving onto
they call it
oncoming
something.
Traffic. It actually made it way better, but they expanded this, and these homes here, sit on like 2 acres. But they're all right in the middle of town. So sometimes people are like, I want some land. Sometimes there's some good options.
I would say have 900,000 plus.
Yeah.
If you want like acreage in Briargate. This is like the one area, and there's not new build homes.
Yeah, and typically Woodman north of the road we were just on is going to be now into District 20. It's kind of like the general dividing line between 20 and 11. I mean, there's some little bit differences, but for the most part, that's generally what that looks like.
You get incredible views of the mountain range. I don't know.
Yeah, so the sign right here says Briargate, so we are heading right now
Yep.
into the Briargate area.
We have now entered Briargate.
Yep.
So we're talking like, what is your zip code? 80920?
Yep, 80920 is classic Briargate.
There is Rampart High School, which is walking distance from Lori's house. There's Liberty High School that is just a little bit further than walking distance. You have Pine Creek High School, which you can no longer choice your kids into Pine Creek High School.
But Cordair and Wolf Ranch kind of feed into that
But
one,
Cordair
too.
and Wolf Ranch, it's their home school, so you feed into that. I know my 8th grade daughter, all her friends are starting to talk about, oh, I'm going to go to this school. I'm going to go to that school. I'm like, their parents
Has
haven't.
the school of choice. My daughter has sleepovers. And like one of her friends went to Pine Creek. One actually they moved to Flying Horse at DCC, but they all still like stay together and hang out and have sleepovers together. But my kids have loved the schools, Mountain Ridge. There's Challenger Middle School, Timberview, right? Great schools that are in the Briargate area. Elementary school, Academy Endeavor. There's Academy International, which is has that. They have a French immersion. I know they're having trouble keeping that. Does even talk about getting rid of some of the IB. But my 3 kids right now go to Rampart. All the teachers are like, "There's another one."
Yes.
I'm like, yes. Oh, go straight here. Or you're going to the house.
It goes to the house.
Oh, where's your house at that you picked?
I don't know. I think it's in Summerfield area in Briargate.
Okay.
So I will say Briargate has a myriad of different types of homes. You have luxury patio homes. You can have townhomes. You can have affordable homes like 400,000 or 500,000. You'll have a little bit larger homes that maybe just need some updating, but not structural stuff. You'll have
it's a gorgeous park over here to the left. Just so you guys know, it's a gorgeous like little dog park area.
Oh my gosh, the views from there are amazing.
There's a golf. What's it called? Frisbee golf.
There's one of my favorite sushi places, Kira Sushi.
Yes.
right
I do
up
love
here.
that. There's like a lot of restaurants around here, but this little shopping center up here has a Kira Sushi, which is amazing.
I love the Greek restaurant. That's my favorite.
They have a Thai restaurant. They have a Chinese restaurant, and just waiting for
like
the
right
Indian,
there.
I need an Indian food restaurant and a brewery right there. I have plans for it. No one has taken me up on it though. There is a great Indian
Subway.
food.
There's Subway.
Right off Powers. Have you tried that new one yet? It's really good.
No, I don't.
No,
I don't care for Indian food. I want to try your chicken sog
my
that
chicken.
you already
Get tikka,
always
'cause it's the white chicken.
chicken tikka. I will try that
It's
one time.
delicious. I would have that any day. That's my favorite meal. So if you want to buy me a meal, you buy me chicken tikka sog from
And I love Greek food. That Greek food
it's
place, the ambiance is a little gross.
But that's like
the
two
food
ladies from Greece. Like they are definitely
and
native from Greece.
the food, their chicken, there
chicken.
is, yeah, because they have the chicken. It's a chicken combo plate, and you have salad, and they have the Kalamata olives and all of that, and then they have this like saffron grilled chicken, and it's amazing. It's probably better than your chicken tiki.
It's not. It can't be. Telling you, it's amazing. So, how far away from your place? Oh, we're still 0.8 miles. Okay, you're gonna have to backtrack towards our park.
Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
messed up.
We'll be driving, guys.
That's what you get driving. So, the middle school's coming up from Mountain Ridge Middle School. It's straight ahead of us here. This is where my kids went to.
Yep, this
middle
is
school.
where my daughter's
What I love
at.
about the schools here is, before I moved
Look
here,
at all of the school
the
views.
views are just spectacular at all these schools here. It is quite amazing what these views look like. I'm hoping it comes across in here, like overlooks Pikes Peak. Just a great area of town. This is, if you watch the process of moving here, this is the area that client really wanted to live in too.
Oh,
and
yes.
we sat and watched that street for a long time, and I think she was like 9 months by the time she got here.
And I forget if it was that video or a separate one. They are actually putting in some new developments. There's what is that? Dave and Buster's
Oh, for
coming right up here.
Yep.
Pretty much like everything that you like, Top Golf and the new amphitheater, the skydiving place. It's all north of here, but this is kind of in the heart of Briargate, which
I would
is
say our
a little
main
unique.
shopping center is here too, and we'll take you by there here in a little bit. But they have shops at Briargate, but they have a new Nike store. I think they're putting in. My daughter loves.
There's
what's that store?
Lululemon
Where's
and
your
Athleta.
daughter work there? Where does she work?
Oh,
What's it called?
Altered State.
I'm like, you have to know. I feel bad I didn't know. But Altered State. Oh, is this home for sale? Is that
Yep.
where we're going?
Yep, our house for sale is
Trying
right up here. Oh, I see the little flag on our navigation. So we're going to get out. We're going to tell you all about this home that we found here in Briargate. Here it is at the end of a
I
cul-de-sac.
like the cul-de-sac.
But we're going to tell you all about it. So stay with us. So I wanted to show you a home here in Briargate, the home at the end of this cul-de-sac here. Actually, our client who staked out this place, we were looking through pictures, it's the exact same square footage. Anyways, this home, active 4 days on the market. It was built in 1996, just under 4,000 square feet. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, actually 3.5 bath. Again, listed at $690,000. There are walking trails that drop over
And look at
to the
these
park.
views over here.
I'm going to show you the park nearby. Yeah, front views, Pikes Peak. Let's see here, 3,916 square feet. Taxes are $2,300 a year. Again, built in 96, but this is a very typical Briargate home. This one, again, $690,000. I believe it's because of the area, and also there will be seclusion kind of in this backyard, but great option here in Briargate. Very typical listing.
So that was Kayleen's
On the
option.
road again.
And so yours was from the 6, yours was a high one.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was a
area.
little bit high.
Pretty typical for this area, I would say. Look at this home straight ahead of us. You talk about, when you reach out to us, you want a home with a view. That view that house has
would have
is
it.
amazing. I don't think I can zoom in, but
That one
that
right
one.
there.
so, and here's like the street. So that house we just saw was almost the exact replica of a house that we got our client into. And it's listed for $50,000 more, and it's I know it's still in this market, but we're in Colorado.
And our client just bought this last
I'm gonna watch
summer,
it.
so 7 months ago.
I know, so I'm excited to watch it and see, because I like to
We'll help
show you
build
guys
equity.
when you guys get some good equity coming in. So,
And her house, our client that we were talking about, even had some nice upgrades.
yeah.
So,
Oh, I'm turning around here. Let me get back.
so we're taking you
Right here.
to next to like a more affordable option. I think it's like at $540,000 here in Briargate, and then we want to take you around and show you some of the
Lifestyle.
parks.
So, this area I'm really familiar with because it's my hood, as Kayleen said. And my kids also went to the elementary school that feeds into this
Have
next
you
house. We're
tried
showing
the
them.
new bagel shop in your hood?
I don't know the new bagel shop in my hood. What's the new bagel shop
Oh
in my hood?
my word.
Where is it?
So Bella's Bagels,
Where?
it's right over, you know where that shopping center by Pine Creek High School?
No. What shopping center at Pine Creek High School?
There's the gas station,
No.
the 7-Eleven.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it's in that
I'm with you.
shopping
Off of
area
Old
right
Ranch?
there. I am not
Off
even
of Old
joking.
Ranch?
Yes.
Okay.
That bagel shop is amazing. In fact,
Really?
we should end up there today.
Oh,
And you can get a roast beef bagel, and they have like onion jam on it, or like different, like they're different.
Okay.
And they have,
Okay.
if you're
I'll
an
trust
East
you.
Coaster,
I'm not an East Coaster.
pork
but
roll.
I can. Ooh,
So you like breakfast burritos?
I do like.
Next time you're
They're my
wanting
favorite.
a breakfast
Do they
burrito,
have breakfast
go get a
sandwiches?
breakfast sandwich, and it's the pork roll and egg bagel. And
Okay.
it's amazing. They have salted bagels, so the
I would
bagels
never-
with
it's kinda
crunchy
funny.
salt all over the top.
Yes. Okay, I'll try it. I'm usually more of a sweet person than like a big meat person.
For breakfast.
Well, I guess I have my bike. I guess I can't say that because I have my. You can go straight here, right?
Yeah.
This was up here. This is that Thai restaurant. We're gonna drive right by.
Oh, yeah.
And this is where I think they should make like a more of a brewery patio thing that overlooks Pikes Peak. So. I'm still working on that piece of
They
it.
need to get rid of the school and put your brewery right there.
I know. So no more schools. We're
Only
all about
breweries.
Only breweries. So they do that a lot with like in District 11. They've turned several schools
They
into breweries, and they're
do
very
that,
successful.
actually.
They have Goat Patch, my favorite. That used to be a school. Like when you go to the bathroom, you can
Goat
tell they're like.
Patched it? Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So they have a brick
I
on a pizza
forgot.
there, and then
And
Ivy Wild.
Ivy Wild.
I think there's one
See,
more.
so maybe it's to come here in Briargate.
Music school is probably not doing well, so I hope that probably is not going to happen since it is pretty good here. So.
Oh, yeah. Here's Academy International
Yep.
Elementary. And right at the bottom, this kind of sits a little bit on a hill. And down the hill from there is the John Venezia Park that we're going to take you to. There is Children's Hospital right here, Memorial North Hospital. We have a lot of people even that work at hospitals.
Healthcare.
And so this is a good area because you're close to St. Francis on Woodman and Powers or Memorial North
My
hospitals.
rock box is right back there. I think we're going to highlight them. You have to do a rock box with me sometime. I told them we would highlight them, their local business.
You know what's funny? I saw because I was like, how do I know the name of that? It was an ad on social media, and it was a guy like punching, and I was like, "Oh, that's what Lori
does. Don't look at
does."
their Instagram too much because, like,
Are you
sometimes
featured on their Instagram?
I'm not featured, but they take these pictures as I'm doing
I'm
it.
gonna go check it out.
I look like.
What do you? So is it like full punching? Like
Yeah, they have tie bags and tier bags, and then a lot of
that
it's like no, a lot of it's like functional. So it's like you weightlifting and stuff too, but. I do it in the morning, like at 6.
Is it like stations that you rotate?
Yeah.
So the cardio part is like the punching part.
Yeah.
And then you do weightlifting or other. I do like that. Well, I've been going with Brooke, my youngest.
I think our GoPro's not working. So I don't know what's happening to it. Keep talking. You go to Brooke. I'll figure it out.
We have been going to Villa 3 times a week.
Oh yeah.
And I was very proud of her because she made a goal because she takes like anytime the teacher tells her something, she takes it serious. So she ran the mile, and I think at the beginning of the school year she was at like 9 minutes for a mile or whatever. And so then they told her, make a goal for yourself to beat yourself and do better. So she made a goal under 8 minutes. I was like, Brooke, do you know what you're getting into? And she did it. She was under 8 minutes. So now and they only gave her a B. I was like, she met her goal.
I think my house is
So then I was saying that, her next goal is to get her minute mile even less. She wants to be in the 6s already.
She could do cross country if she wants to. She can say,
But she doesn't like to compete. She likes to compete with herself.
That's what cross country is though. I think it's more like competing with your own time.
So she wants to run that mile in that. So we run our mile, and then we do weightlifting. And I love it. Have you ever heard of dry scooping? She wanted this like Alani like pre-workout stuff. And so you take it and you put a scoop in your water bottle. And she says, no, Mom, you have to dry scoop. And I was like, what is dry scoop? Because it gives you a rush. So you dry scoop, drink it, take a drink of water, swish in your mouth, and then it tastes like a Sour Patch Kid, but it gives you like this bolt of energy. So we dry scoop, and then we go do our little workout. And then at the end of the workout, she goes, slay, Mama, slay.
I just drank Arbonne for these days. But
we're at our next house.
Yes, my niece got for a offer from my house date, but she'll get funds if she runs under a 5-minute mile.
What?
I cannot imagine running a 5-minute mile. I would die.
I thought I was doing good, like getting under 10
bucks. All right, let's go see our house. So this is my example from the 540s. I would say 540 is probably a lower price home price here in the area. So you can see the home behind me. You are talking 4 beds, 4 bath. There is no HOA in this community. That's common in a lot of these areas. You'll see the tall privacy fencing. instead of that split rail you'll see in some of the newer developments. The mature trees, property taxes are only about $2,400 a year here. And you can see some of these homes, this one doesn't, but on the end of the street, they sit on ridges. And so you do get some good mountain views. But this home, again, is from the late 90s, early 2000s. A lot of these homes on this street, you'll have a lot of bi-levels. Not too many ranches in this particular neighborhood. You will have basements. We love our basements here in Colorado, but some of these homes, unless they're updated, might have pull more of that yellow oak. So like for my home, I went and painted it because I didn't want that anymore. So it's an easy update. It's a cosmetic fix, but be prepared in the 500s that you might have to do some updates to your home.
So if you are thinking of making the move to the Colorado Springs, Denver metro area, reach out to us. We love to hear from you all. We are starting to feel that momentum of real estate pick back up again. There's some great promotions going on out there. We love having you as our clients who then become our friends. And we're getting ready for our winter client appreciation event. We're super excited about it. But if you're thinking of making that move, the first thing you have to do is drop those phone numbers into your phone. It's Lori and I that you get, and we will help you navigate that potential move to Colorado.
That was my option. I think it's a really good option if you can handle some cosmetic fixing to bring it up to a little bit up to date. I think paint is a huge one in some of these homes.
Well, and I noticed you saying 4-bedroom. I will say the 690 was also 4-bedroom. What you're going to feel the difference is, to me, from the 540 houses, they're just smaller.
The rooms are
you're like,
smaller.
oh, we're coming from 1,800 square feet, but the rooms can be kind of tight. So
it is a difference. I would say
than like a 650
or an open concept living. They're harder to open up some of these homes because of the venting and all that kind of stuff. But I was going to say paint is a big deal. And then also I would say in my house, adding a railing, which was not expensive. Ripping out that old railing and putting a metal railing in,
that made a big difference.
That's a huge, and the doors. Doors are a little more expensive, but even if you paint the doors, but if you can refinish doors or replace them in hardware, that's a big update. So we like to talk about that with you guys, but we are going to be here. Are you going to pull into the park? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're taking you to John Venecia Park.
I call it Venezia.
Oh, do you? I don't even know how you're supposed to say it.
How do you say it?
I don't even know now. John Venecia.
Venecia?
You just say it fast and you'll be fine.
I don't know. So the theme of this park is farm.
Yeah, wagons.
And so there's wagons, and then over at the playground equipment there's chickens and cows and stuff.
Pickleball courts,
tennis big deal here.
There's Jimmy John's, there's a Michi's, Italian restaurant, a Starbucks, the children's theater's right over there. You have a lot of football games, soccer games are held over here, basketball courts. Mm-hmm. Gorgeous area here in the northern Briargate section.
And there's one of our friends that we met on Instagram, she was taking her son walking over there. Did you see her Instagram?
No.
Her son
said,
Mom, go, let's walk in the grass, because there's a couple trails kind of through there and it's not paved, so he wanted to explore. She said, no, there's snakes over in there, and he goes, no, come on, Mom. And sure enough, she went.
Did she see a snake?
Yeah, a snake. She said it was just like a gardener snake, but in those grasses, there's
no
little snakes.
But this is, classic. I was talking about this. Colorado, it did snow 8, maybe 6 inches here, and today it's sunny and it melts, and that is classic Colorado. I don't care what time of year it is, even if it's February, March. This is pretty typical. But this is a splash pad ahead. A lot of birthday parties can be held here. You'll see a lot of moms doing little circles, and dads walking while their kids are playing.
This is a fun, I know even my daughter who's middle school, her little group of friends, they come here after school just to hang out. I don't let them come on the weekend because there's a lot of high schoolers then.
No.
But they come and they just kind of mess around. I think the boys play football and like they kind of hang out at this park. It's a newer park, I guess.
Yeah, kids will always be like, I'll be at John Vancia.
Yeah.
So, great option. We're going to show you now. The one last thing, stay with us, is the shops at Briargate. Go that way. You have to
Yeah, I'm going to
go
draw
and,
here.
yeah, kind of do a U-turn.
Yeah.
But as we leave, you can see the shops ahead of us and the Children's Hospital.
Excuse me.
There's a Lifetime Fitness in the area. That's right up the road. A Lowe's, Target, like we noted. We always point out. Sushi. I don't know how to say that one either. Rocco.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Also a great sushi restaurant.
Is it? I have no idea.
Yeah, it's good. Look at the reviews. They're really good. But this, like, a lot of sledding. I think kids go sledding on here a lot. We almost bought a house on that ridge when we first moved back.
I think I looked at one at the ridge at the very
Yeah,
end.
well, especially if you go around that curve over there, you can get views of the Front Range. It just depends on how
Well,
you're...
and it's just open space back behind.
Yeah, you don't have someone sitting right behind you.
Yeah.
So we had a couple clients
There's
by.
a Briargate YMCA
There
right
is
up
a
here.
Briargate YMCA. We had a couple clients by in there, and they always have those brick homes that I like too.
Oh, yeah.
Those full brick homes with a couple pockets of that.
So straight ahead, and I don't know if you can see, but those are local's the name of the builder, local townhomes, and they're like $550, but they're one of those like brand new little pockets. I don't know what the HOA is. We've never had a client interested in those.
Not right here.
Which is
the other
interesting.
location off of Interquest. We sold a couple of those.
But
over
it's
the
like
years.
one of the only pockets with a new build option here.
Yeah.
I guess they aren't. A couple times we had people wanting Briargate, but they wanted main level.
Yeah, there's some, but they're like to get a new, updated main level living home is a little rough.
Yeah,
would say.
I don't know. I couldn't pick anything off the top of my head that would be.
You have to kind of sit and wait for it, I would say. Like if you want that, you have to.
Well, and you're probably more like Fairfax or one of these neighborhoods to find a ranch home, and then you're probably 600,000.
Yeah. Because the ranch homes are big here. I mean, there's no ranches without a basement. We love our basements. We talk about that all the time. Clients are still amazed by it when they get here because they want a smaller home, but our home doubles the square footage with the basement on a ranch. And so the top level can be 1,800, and then they have a full basement, but they will have a lot of times 9-foot ceilings, which makes it feel like a separate living area. It's not that
And the
dungeon
right
look.
lighting.
So then you're at
like
3,600 square feet automatically.
Uh-huh.
So, but
Well, and I know I've had a couple of those conversations with people lately, and they're like, it's so hard to tell online. So you'll have total square footage, that means total potential square footage, and then you'll
upper
have
and lower.
upper, lower,
And
third
basement
story,
or
whatever.
yeah.
And then there's finished square footage, and the finished, like if I see a home that's 3,600 square feet, 1,800 on the main, and then the basement finished to 0, I know that there's potential to expand the size. And vice versa. Like sometimes, so you want to pay attention to like total square footage and then the finished square footage and see about what you're looking at for the difference. And then look if it's a 2-story home or a ranch home and see if it makes sense that full basement would be unfinished.
Right.
Sometimes they also have partial basements, which makes it even more confusing.
So there are some new builds are in this area. You're just across Powers usually. That's like in those Wolf Ranch, Cordero areas. And we were just there, I don't know, Friday,
it's
whatever.
Totally not Briargate though.
It's not Briargate feeling, but you're close. If you want a
You're
new
close.
build, and there's some great incentives. They had a rate buy down.
Oh yeah.
It does increase. Like people are like, well, it does increase, but they're advertising. Was it 4.9?
3.99,
3.9, and then 4.99.
which is crazy because every other lender's at like 8% right
And I
now.
will tell you, if you're thinking of moving here in the spring and you can afford to buy a home before the end of the year, builders want to get those homes off their book. The incentives they offer in December
are crazy.
We have some
So
clients
if you're
with
like,
some
we're waiting
amazing
until the
equity.
spring,
Yes.
like, come on, guys. Like,
if you can do it, I know everyone wants to move with the school and they have homes to sell, but if you can and you want a new build, it really is the best time to buy a new build, to be honest, is that November, December time frame.
Yep.
I would say. So,
absolutely.
just to put you guys in location-wise, the Dave & Buster's is going to be right here to the left. And then as we go up here, you can see the beautiful mountains that are approaching.
Yes.
And then north of here is that Pine Creek Golf Course. And then we're going to show you the shops at the Briar Gate. This is focused on the family, which kind of is some of the reasons why we pull a little more conservative here in Colorado Springs. And then I-25 is right ahead of us. And then you go north, and that's where like that new amphitheater is going to be. All those experiences.
Well, and
like skydiving.
Interquest, there's so
Off
many
Interquest.
like restaurant options and
Great Wolf
Shields.
Shields, that Ferris wheel that we were on the
Yeah.
other day.
Shields is kind of a it's kind of a new staple that I'm like, what did we do before we had Shields?
Yeah.
Whenever we need something, we're like, let's go
I feel
to
like
Shields.
Shields originated in Fargo. I went to school in Fargo.
It did?
I think so. I'm gonna look it up, but I'm pretty sure it did. Like the first one was in Fargo.
You went to Fargo?
I went to Concordia Moorhead, and it was basically in Fargo.
Oh.
know I've
So
never seen the
Moorhead's
movie.
the name of the...
Moorhead is like where my college was, and like there's a river, and then it's like it really is like the same town.
I
It'd be
think
like
my
Monument.
dad's family was up in Fargo. South...
Minnesota coming out in me.
Yeah.
Like, I know Fargo's not Minnesota, so you don't comment on
Oh,
that.
there's a
but
police. I better be on
yeah.
my best
Be
behavior.
good. Be on your good behavior. But this is Shops at the Briar Gate. It's been around for a while. What would you say? 10 years-ish?
No, way more than that.
Way
because-
more? But not
Yes. I bet it's more like 20.
way. Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay. But I do feel
They're
like they
always
have,
moving some of these stores around, though. Like this, my neighbor
Yeah,
Felix,
that was a good one. We had
straight ahead.
We highlighted that the other day. But they really are getting some, I feel like the stores in here, it's always full, and they're getting some more, I guess, stores that people really want. Like Sephora. They
There's
have
the new Ari
coming
coming.
in. They have restaurants, Ted Montana Grill straight ahead. What else? A
The
Nike
Apple
outlet.
store, like if you need an Apple store, this is
Evereve.
one of the only ones in town. Evereve's one of our favorites.
It's Pottery Barn. Container Store. Trying to go through them all
Sephora.
for you guys. Athleta, Lululemon. So my daughter always wants to come here. Just a lot of options. There's like, you know, Biaggi's.
Anthropology.
So-
Oh, look at this cute guy up front.
yeah.
Oh.
So this is kind of where people, it's always busy here as well. They have little farmers markets in this area sometimes as well.
gonna go
We're going to go around.
around.
So that is our driving tour of Briar Gate. We want to thank you. Our batteries are about to die, so we're going to have to go. We got some houses to show in the area. We got some clients to call back. So if you are thinking of moving here, we would absolutely love to help you make that move. It's Kaylee and I that you get. We each have 3 kids. We know these neighborhoods inside and out. We're pretty real people. We can help you with that move, whether you are thinking of moving now or in a year or 2. People reach out all the time, and we just kind of talk you through what that looks like. I have a client phone call this afternoon.
It's always like
and
putting
she's
together
just-
puzzle pieces.
Yeah, she's like kind of overwhelmed and she doesn't know what to do. And so we help sort that out for you guys. So put those numbers into your phone, reach out. We'd love to help you make that move here to Colorado. And we'll talk to you guys soon.